Sol, everybody, and welcome back to the Plumbob Report.
Sol, and also, what the heck? We have a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, we really do. The exciting news soon whispers are back, and the marketplace is somehow doing numbers while EA cracks down on cracked sets and drops this very curious survey.
Right. They said, please rate how likely you are to spend real money on 3 clutter items and a dream, basically.
Okay, I need to nerd out for a second, but I will behave because the big question is whether these paid sets can even hang next to the insane free CC out right now.
Speaking of unhinged, the 90cc world is on fire. We've got full mall makeovers, perfect grunge CAS, and then EA drops artsy boho like, here are 3 plants, you're welcome.
One of which is absolutely a base game mesh and a funky hat, I swear.
And then InZOI shows up with an anniversary patch that's like, here's your cozy flower shop and also crime. Motherlode energy right there.
Exactly. System drama, generous early access roadmap, while The Sims leans harder into tiny paid bites. We have thoughts.
Plus, we have to talk about that Resident Evil Care Center build, the single girl dates her mom's ex-lover save, and the tragic untalented son in InZOI.
Warmly, grab your tea, back up your saves, and check that your Sims are not cooking mac and cheese unattended.
Okay, Chaos Crew, let's jump into the news and see what this exciting marketplace era really looks like.
All right, first segment, news analysis and community reactions, coming up. We want to hear from you. Submit questions via the web form in the description or give us a call at 747-677-1037 and leave your question. Don't be shy. Our AI assistant makes it super easy. Sol, Marketplace Chaos edition of the Plumbob Report. We have rumors, we have simoleons, and we have EA surveys.
Breaking news, EA found swimming in a vault of digital couches and single-tile plants refuses to come out.
The pool ladder is firmly removed. Okay, so quick context. Insiders have been hinting that exciting news for Sims 4 is very soon.
Right.
From what I'm hearing, that probably means one of 3 things: a new expansion announcement, big marketplace tweaks, or a fresh roadmap.
Yeah, not like we secretly finished Sims 5, surprise.
Exactly. And because Marketplace is the hot potato right now, I'm leading towards Marketplace changes tied into a roadmap beat.
Same, especially because, the word on the street is that Marketplace is already beating EA's expectations.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, my timeline was like, we hate this. And apparently EA's spreadsheet said, motherlode energy right there.
Welcome to live service economics. People can be mad and still buy the cute clutter. I saw folks saying I was strong until I saw that one kitchen set.
I mean, I get it. I've bought kits I was dragging 2 days before.
Same. The other big thing is enforcement. That cracked marketplace account that was sharing paid sets for free just got wiped.
Oh yeah, that burner that posted like the entire catalog.
Their whole profile vanished. That tells me EA is taking marketplace protection very seriously. Legally, they kind of have to.
Yeah, because if they want big brands or big creators in there, they have to show they'll swing the ban hammer.
Exactly. And as someone who's talked to devs about this stuff, it fits the pattern. They overcorrect hard on enforcement when money enters the chat.
The wild part is watching CC, Tumblr, and Reddit react. Half of them were like, good, don't steal. And the other half went, so where was this energy when broken packs shipped?
Both things can be true. Protecting creators is good, but you can feel the mismatch in priorities.
Totally.
That ties into the official marketplace survey that just went out. I went through it, and they're asking very pointed questions.
Yeah, walk us through that. Former games journalist mode activated.
Okay, I need to nerd out for a second. The survey is really poking at price sensitivity, bundle preferences, and whether people want more small decor sets or big gameplay-heavy drops.
So basically, how far can we push this before you riot?
Kind of. There were questions like, how often would you buy? How important are creator brands? And would you pay more for things like early access or bigger packs?
That early access wording made my eye twitch.
Same. This is where listeners can actually influence things. When they ask about what matters, that is the moment to scream fair revenue share for creators and don't resell base game assets with a new swatch.
Yeah, and be really stingy on how often you'd pay. If everybody clicks monthly splurge, they will absolutely price for that.
Exactly. Answer like a broke student on their first legacy challenge, not like you have infinite motherload.
Also, whenever they ask what would make you buy more, write in stuff like better quality control, clearer creator cuts, maybe marketplace sales that don't punish the maker.
Yes, and value. If you're checking this feels overpriced on half those examples, that gives the data nerds something to point to internally.
Because from my side, I'm seeing smaller CC creators wondering if they should even join this thing or just stay on Patreon where they know the math.
Right. If the survey data pushes EA towards fairer splits and better content standards, that helps both those creators and players who just want good stuff.
But it comes back to the same question my comments are full of.
Which is?
Okay, but are the sets actually worth it compared to what we're already getting for free?
Okay, and that is the real question. If you line up marketplace furniture with the CC drops people are obsessed with right now, which one honestly wins? With that in mind, I want to talk about what people are actually downloading right now.
Yes, content talk. Feed my mods folder.
Your poor hard drive. But okay, 90cc has taken over Sims community roundups lately, and it is hitting me right in the childhood.
Same. The moment I saw the chunky platform sneakers and those tiny baby tees, I was like, yep, my game is a limited run Delia's catalog now.
Exactly. And the clutter? I need to nerd out for a second because builders are doing whole sets with stacked VHS tapes, jewel case CDs, those translucent IMAX-style plastics on electronics.
The see-through purple Game Kid thing? I downloaded that so fast my game lagged in real time.
That stuff completely changes how a build feels. You drop one of those old tube TVs and suddenly your starter home stops feeling like generic base game box and starts feeling like my aunt's living room where we watched TRL.
Yeah, it shifts the whole story. My self-sim teenager looks different when the posters are boy bands and nu metal instead of the usual modern abstract art.
And Caswise, the hair, people are making proper crunchy butterfly clip styles, messy space buns with visible bobby pins, the overplucked brows.
Wow. Those brows are a hate crime, and I love them. Also, low-rise jeans that look slightly wrong, which is very accurate.
It is very this will ruin your posture energy. But it shows what CC can do. These sets are not just recolors. They bring in whole silhouettes and objects we literally do not have.
Right, you feel the love, like somebody remembered exactly how a Discman sat on your bedside table.
Yes, the headphone cord, the CD stack, even the weird metallic stickers on the case. Those tiny details sell the era in a way official stuff rarely hits. But then you look at the new artsy woho bedroom maker set on the marketplace.
Yeah, visually it's pretty. Soft terracottas, muted greens, nice rattan texture, a cute tasseled duvet, super Instagram.
And I like the curved nightstand, feels handcrafted. But once you actually use the set, it feels light. You have the bed, a couple tables, maybe a wall hanging, and then you start filling with base game plants again.
My test build was like boho bedroom plus the same potted plant I use in every house because there's nothing else in the set.
And builders notice that. I want the full fantasy. Mismatched frames, incense clutter, maybe a messy paint-splattered rug for the artsy part, an open sketchbook, coffee mug with brushes in it.
Half-finished macrame project. Give me the fake boho influencer life.
Exactly. Compare that to fan-made boho CC sets where you get 10 different cushions, hanging plants, fairy lights, floor pillows, all coordinated. Here is what really set people off. Folks are spotting reused models in some marketplace sets.
Like, you look at a dresser and think, that's basically the base game mesh with new handles and a new swatch. My comments were brutal.
People saying, so I'm paying real money for something I already patched in with a free recolor 2 years ago? Builders feel really weird about that. If you charge, they want either new functionality or at least shapes they can't already fake with an existing object.
And CC creators are side-eyeing hard because they've been doing mesh edits for free forever.
There's also the mental math. When a paid set gives you 8 items and 3 look suspiciously familiar, it starts to feel like buying back your own catalog.
With a markup, congratulations, you unlocked slightly different beige.
Disappointment sand. But yeah, value per dollar is where CC is crushing Marketplace right now. That 90s bedroom CC pack might have 30 objects and wild swatches.
Meanwhile, your wallet is like, we have Artsy Boho but blue, and Artsy Boho light.
So players are looking at other life sims and asking, who's giving me chaos and style without nickel and diming every lamp? Which is why people keep bringing up InZOI.
Big free systems, wild updates, and then you decide what's worth paying for.
Yeah, that contrast is getting louder. And I want to get into what their anniversary patch did because it's had Sims players nervous and excited at the same time.
Because stealing cars in a life sim hits very different from rebuying a boho bed.
Social and also, what the heck, they added car theft.
Yeah, we are absolutely starting there.
This Anniversary Edition patch, people are literally calling it the GTA 6 update. You've got this cozy flower shop, then you turn the corner and someone's jacking a car.
It is such a whiplash combo. On one hand, you have bouquet crafting, tiny plant shop vibes, all very Sunday morning save file. On the other, full crime system, cops, getaways.
And the wild thing is, players are saying it makes their drama saves feel like old Sims chaos again, like your wholesome florist secretly boosting cars to pay the rent.
Exactly. That contrast is what classic Sim stories always did well. You start with a nice suburban family, and suddenly there's a cow plant in the backyard and a graveyard in the kitchen.
The life emotional range of a life sim.
What I like is that InZOI built it as a system, not just a one-off scenario. So modders and storytellers can layer crime with careers, relationships, neighborhood reputation.
Right, it becomes a toolbox, not just a tiny checklist event.
And that goes back to what the director said in those anniversary interviews. He basically admitted The Sims has ruled this space for decades because it lets you tell any story and stack weird systems together.
Yeah, he straight up said, we're not trying to beat The Sims at being The Sims. We're trying to give players a different set of toys.
And he talked about wanting more grounded simulation under the drama. So things like traffic rules, fines, insurance, all feeding into that car theft system. Very what if your soap opera actually had paperwork.
Oh, not the insurance gameplay.
I know, but for storytellers, having consequences that go beyond a moodlet is huge.
Yeah, like in my saves, if a Sim steals a car and the neighborhood cops remember that, suddenly you have a long-term rival. That's story fuel.
And then compare that to what we get on the Sim side right now. We'll get, say, one new aspiration and a couple of whims tied to a pack, but they rarely ripple across the whole world.
Exactly. InZOI basically said, here's an entire crime web and here's a cottagecore flower business in the same free patch. Meanwhile, I'm over here calculating marketplace cost per cushion.
Yeah.
Okay, but wild pivot here. That roadmap they dropped for the rest of early access, that is a lot of stuff.
It is stacked. More neighborhoods, deeper careers, improved aging, extra story events. And the director kept emphasizing these are free updates while they're in early access.
Wow.
Which, if you're a Sims player who just watched a couch set show up with premium pricing, that hits different.
I mean, I get why people are side-eyeing it. InZOI is saying, you bought in once, you're testing with us, here's more systems. EA is saying, here's a new micro collection on top of your packs and kits.
And again, for me, it's not just the price. It's like, what am I getting mechanically? InZOI roadmap, new job layers, neighborhood events, AI improvements. Sims roadmap, maybe a challenge scenario and another set.
Yeah, the scale is different. The Sims still has way more content overall, but these InZOI updates feel like they touch everything at once. That's what makes people nervous for Sims 5.
Because if a smaller studio can push big systemic patches for free while they build toward 1.0, then a huge company can't really get away with, here's 3 objects and a vibe forever.
And from a tech side, it sends a message. Players are getting used to crime systems, more grounded city logic, traffic, vertical builds. If Sims 5 shows up without that level of simulation, people will notice.
Yeah, like if my InZOI save knows which neighbor stole what, then my future Sim save better at least remember who started the kitchen fire.
Low bar, but fair.
So basically, InZOI is teaching people to expect big free systems, not just cute decor drops, and that's going to shape how everyone judges live services.
Which honestly makes the community side even more important.
Oh, totally.
Because none of these systems matter if players are not doing absolutely unhinged things with them.
Speaking of unhinged, we need to talk about that Resident Evil Care Center build and the soap opera save files.
Shifting gears real fast, I need to talk about that Resident Evil Care Center build.
Oh my gosh, yes, the cursed daycare from hell.
It is so good, like medically unsafe, but aesthetically flawless. They nailed that glossy, too clean hospital look with just enough grime.
And the lighting. Why does every hallway look like the last thing you see before a jump scare?
Because they did what I always yell about. Tiny wall lights, low intensity, super cold color. Then one gross warm overhead in the lab so it feels sticky.
Sticky light is such a specific insult.
It works, though, and big fandom crossovers fit this game perfectly. The Sims is basically a dollhouse engine for whatever brain rot you currently have.
Exactly. You love Resident Evil, I love chaos. Suddenly we have a childcare facility where the nap room has observation windows and probably a secret basement.
Which it did. And smart layout, too. Long sight lines so you always see a Sim wandering alone at the end of a corridor.
Okay, build tips then. Horror me up.
1. Make hallways one tile narrower than you think. Cramped equals scary. 2. Repeat objects weirdly. Same wall decal every few tiles, same plant in every room, so it feels like a facility, not a home.
We ordered these in bulk from evil IKEA.
Exactly. 3. Use locked doors and keycards. You can fake it with club rules even in vanilla. And don't forget sound. Put TVs or talking toilets in rooms you can't reach so you hear muffled noise.
Oh, that is nasty. You're standing in the hallway hearing a toilet argue with itself. That is peak horror.
Speaking of horror, we have to hit the Single Girl Dates Her Mom's Ex-Lover series. That save file is a health hazard.
I watched all of it. I couldn't look away. She literally met him at the wedding, clocked the chemistry, and the next episode is, "So, I invited my mom's ex to karaoke." Ma'am!
The way the mom kept autonomously walking into the room during flirty conversations, that was worse than any jump scare.
Autonomy was like, oh, you wanted drama? Say less.
Right.
This is my favorite flavor of Sims content. Long-running, absolutely unhinged soap operas.
Because you start ironic like, haha, messy storyline, and 4 generations later, you care deeply about whether the secret half-sibling gets closure.
And mechanically, the game rewards it. Sentiments, lifestyles, awkward family gatherings. You stack it, and the Harvest Fest dinner is a 3-hour telenovela.
Plus, the comments become part of the canon. People are like, she would never do that, she's a Libra. And you're writing your next episode around astrology. Community as co-writer.
But messy humans aren't just in our saves. We need to talk about the InZOI director calling his own kid an untalented son.
Oh my gosh, yes, that quote was wild.
He's like, I hired my son, he was mid, I felt bad about using players as testers instead. Sir, you did not have to say that on camera.
I get what he was trying to express, though, that guilt of shipping early and basically using the community as QA.
And players latched onto both parts. Half said protect the sun, half said pay your QA team.
Which is fair. The sweet spot is what we see in the best life sim communities. Devs share roadmaps, admit when they miss, and celebrate wild player stories instead of controlling them.
And we, in return, roast them a little, buy the game when it's fun, and send screenshots of our Sims making out with their mom's ex in a haunted care center.
The full circle.
That is the circle of life Sims.
If we keep getting strong tools, the community will handle the rest.
And probably make it weirder.
Always. Okay, so if there's one thing to walk away with today, it's this. That marketplace survey is basically our chance to say, pay creators fairly and stop charging us for stuff we already have with a new swatch.
Right, that survey is the real endgame boss fight. Answer it like your Sim's rent depends on it.
Exactly. And while you're doing that, remember your builds and chaos saves still matter more than any storefront. That's peak Sims, honestly.
So, basically back up your saves, bully that survey, and keep your Sims away from the pool with no ladder. You know the drill.
If you enjoyed hanging out with us, hit follow, drop a quick review, and tell another Simmer who loves messy stories.
And send us your wildest life sim drama on socials at Plumbob Report. I want the unhinged screenshots.
Thanks for listening, Simmers.
Bye, friends.
Talk to you next time on the Plumbob Report.